What's going on, YouTube? I am HotMessNess MUA, and today we are in my kid's bathroom. And I look shiny already because I've already done this because I forgot to do an intro. So today we're going to be looking at my nighttime skincare routine. It does vary a little bit depending on what my skincare needs are, but I will leave all the products I use down below. You want to see how I do my nighttime? Just keep watching. So I start with my lip scrub. Depending on if my lips need more moisture or not, I do use the Jeffree Star. This one's a drier formula. And then I also use the Bite. I'm really loving the Bite because it's got that, real honey kind of feel to it. But I do it first because I don't want excess like all on my chin when I'm doing the rest of my skincare. So I'll start with the lips. Then I just wipe it away. And then I do a balm. And then I start with the face. Now onto the face. I have been using the All Clean Balm from Hemish. I saw penn.smith Skincare. This is part of a haul I did between Amazon and also from Yes2 or Yes Style. You can see I'm making a pretty good dent in this, but this is even like too much. I didn't need that much. But Penn suggested this, and then it ended up being in one of Stephanie Nicole's videos. When I use all this up, depending on where I'm at money-wise, will be if I repurchase this one or if I go to pharmacy, because I really like the pharmacy one. But I just kind of, rub it all over and get everything moving. And then I add a little bit of water so that way it'll start to get milky. It's my first cleanse. Then I keep my little microfiber towels underneath the sink. Yes, I do things kind of like Stephanie Nicole. She has inspired my skincare journey. Then I just take my little cloth and wipe everything away, and I'll do this step probably twice depending on how much makeup residue I need to remove. Usually I have a face of makeup on. Today I did not. I had residuals of the night before. I came home from work at 4 in the morning and the baby was up and I snagged her and I went right to bed. Now for my second cleanse, I'm using the Obagi Nuderm AM PM Gentle Cleanser. When this one's out, I'll probably go back to the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. I like it. This one's nice, but it is pricey. So then I just go in. I'm really looking forward to the Fit Fab Fun Box. I did order that, and I'm getting my first Foreo. So I think that'll be kind of fun gadget to wash my face with. But in the meantime, I use this little scrublet. I don't get too crazy with it. I just kind of, swish it around, get things going. Then using the same washcloth, I just go over and wipe it all off. And there we go, I'm clean. Then I usually go in with my toner. I've been using the Secret Key Essence Mist. I got this off Yes2 Style. It's okay, it's just okay. It's not mind-blowing, but it was inexpensive and a good toner. I just take my little cotton pad and wipe. Wipe, wipe, wipe. Then you know if you've left anything behind. Now the next step will vary. It depends on a couple things. Sometimes I'll go in with my Tarte Knockout Tingling Treatment. I love this. It's a great lactic acid and also salicylic acid. So you're getting both sides, and it's very strong and good for the price point. I was using the Sunday Riley sometimes, but I'm also playing with this one. This is the Good Face Stuff. This is called Bright, and it's an Ultra Hydration Resurfacing Mask. One of my favorite YouTubers, Lita Lama Apothecary, came up with this brand, and I will be doing a whole video just on the products from Good Face Stuff. because they're incredible. Really, really good products. But she uses this daily as a cleanser. She will put on a little bit of whatever. You can use it as a mask. It is powerful, nutrient-rich bioferments combined with surfacing fruit enzymes. This is AHA and BHA. It's not so aggressive that you couldn't follow up with your retinol, but you just want to be careful with anything. You don't want to do too much of your exfoliating. So today we're going to use it as a mask. It says leave on for 10 to 30 minutes, or you can go up to an hour. What happens is, here's the little bottle. This is the 1 ounce. When you first put it on, it tingles. And then after about the 10-minute mark, it starts to stop tingling. It says you don't have to go through the burn in order to get all the properties and the, good from it. And one of these little bottles is good for about 9 months. But as you can see, I haven't had it very long and I'm already going through it like crazy. I love this stuff. So I like to use it as a mask. I have played with it and used it as a cleanser too, but this is vastly becoming one of my favorite things in my skincare routine. So much so that I asked if they had an affiliate, like if they do that, and they do. So now I have an affiliate link because I was like, I love your product, it's so good. It's not like I'm on a PR list or anything. But they are sending out samples, so if you're interested in this, I'm gonna leave their Instagram down below, and maybe if you want to try it too, you can contact them. But it's really been amazing. So it's a generous layer for the mask. So depending on what kind of treatment you want to get, I don't want to use too much, but I'll coat this on and leave it on as long as I feel like that day. So if I'm having a late night, I might use this as a cleanse. If I'm having one of those nights that sometimes I'll do it in the day when I know I'm not going to wear makeup, and put it on for the hour, do my laundry, do my dishes, do all those things, and then wash it off, and my face just, where you're like, oh. I mean, I think it's a combination of all the skincare I'm using, but I'm absolutely loving this mask. So I will be doing a separate video because I want to show you guys the packaging and stuff. Love it. So it does feel aggressive. It's like if you've tried the Tarte Knockout Tingling Treatment, you know what I mean by sometimes you put it on and you're like, oh, I feel this. If it's too uncomfortable, wash it off. If you're getting specific areas that are uncomfortable, take it off. You don't have to hurt. I like the burn, so I just leave this on. When I'm done, I wash it off. I use my fingers and wet it a little bit because there's rice. Forbidden rice is what gives it that red color, and it kind of gets that physical exfoliation too. So for this particular treatment, I'm going to leave it on for 10 minutes. Over 10 minutes, it's still tingly. Like I said before, if I left it on longer, the tingle does kind of subside and you can really get in, but for the purpose of this, we're gonna move on and rinse off. So I like to get my fingers wet first and kind of activate those little, it's a little bit of granule, not anything crazy like a surface scrub. I don't like to use any scrubs really on my face anymore because I feel like this stuff is doing the trick, but just kind of activate it and then I wash it off. So this is the time where I really listen to my skin. I always have redness whenever I put anything on my face. But if I wanted to go into my tretinoid, which would be, Retin A, and my hydroquinone, this is when I would do this. I would wait till my face was completely dry and completely free of any kind of moisture, because this can go in deeper into your skin and do actually more harm than good. But my skin is, right now it's telling me, not today, girl, not today. I feel like the bright was enough, so then I'll move on to the next step. But if I was going to use the other products, I would wait until the face was fully dry and go in with those. But I'm going to skip those today and we move on to the next step. I like to use my hyaluronic acid and I usually spray first. So depending, sometimes I'll use the first treatment mist and then put that on. But these little guys have been like my go-tos. And you know when you think of using a special treatment, an additional something, and it might be in a little bottle and you put it in? Well, I'm using mists now for those treatments. So I go in with the Sculplla Poly-L-Lactic Acid, the stem cell mist. I love this mist. It is insanely good. It's one of those things when I don't use it, I totally miss it. And you could spray it into your hand and push it in. It'd be the same thing as getting something out of, you know, a jar and putting on that way. I know it feels like a mist. It's like, oh, it must be just water. But I am using this. And then I put a little in my hand and really just push it in. And let it absorb, because it just feels so good. It just, your skin feels so amazing from that mist. I love it. And when you've used other just water-based kind of mists, you definitely feel the difference right away when you use something as good as this. Then I go in with my Good Face Stuff Lucid Essence Brightening Mist, and this is essentially a serum in a mist form as well. And it's got all kinds of amazing ingredients in it. It's just another one of those things great for the skin. Give it a good shake and I spritz it on my face. And I put a little bit in my hand and pop it on. Now this one will feel a little bit sticky, but it has a lot of the ingredients that you need. Niacinamide, but it's gonna help with your discoloration. It tightens up the skin, it just feels good. So that is Lucid. Sometimes on no makeup days, I will just go in and refresh my face with both of these, just because they feel that good. Now I go in with my hyaluronic acid, so I will go in, especially if I'm already dried from the other spray mists, I'll add this. And then I'll add in the hyaluronic acid. And I drip it in my hand and I just start rubbing it in. I need to start paying more attention to my neck. And then you start to pat to get it that tacky. Now I had a lot of the ordinary serums, like the buffet and all of that, but I feel like my other mists are kind of doing the job, and a lot of those are out. And the one that I do have left is niacinamide, but I have those in my other mists. So I move on to the next. I've been using the Elastoderm Eye Serum from Abaji. I go in with this right underneath the eyes. It's got caffeine in it. The cool little roller feels good. And I'm all out of this one, but I was using the Repage Vita Cura Optilift Serum. I'd squirt a little bit of that and put it up in here. It's tightening, lifting. It smells amazing, and you can actually put it on other parts of your face, but I'm pretty sure I'm out of this one. Yeah, need to get a refill. Then I got this little sample. It's eye priming serum from Honey Sura. It just came with my other stuff that I ordered from Yes to Style. So I pop a little bit of this one because I just like the way it feels. It's really creamy. I also liked the under eye. It was like Bye Bye Under Eye. I got a sample of that. That was a great eye serum. I kind of pop this here and I hit those dry points right up in here. And then I go in with the Benton Formation Eye Cream right under what I had just done. And this one's a little bit thicker. And if I was a good girl, I'd switch to the finger that applied the least amount of pressure, but I don't always do that. And then I have this Haba Labo Super Hyaluronic Moisturizing Milk. I always take the leftover and rub it all up in my hands. Then anywhere I feel a little extra dry, I'll take the maracuja oil, put some on my lips, pat some on my face, and And then I balance between a couple different moisturizers. I have the Klairs Rich Moist Smoothing Cream, and I also have the It Confidence in a Cream. But because I have this wonderful sample, the Believe True Moisture Balm, I take a little bit of that. And I have this Sea Buckthorn Seed Oil from Levine Rose, and I pop that in it and emulsify it and use it as a topper to just put everything in. And it just feels good. Right now my skin feels good. And because I put that oil on the lippies, then I will top with my actual lip mask as my final step from Laneige. And I do a pretty thick layer, not gonna lie. And sit, this is what I go to bed looking like. Pretty gorgeous, aren't I? I know. The poor man's probably like, you slippery mess, but I have noticed such a difference in my skin that sometimes I feel more comfortable with just a BB cream than a full face of makeup. Like, these little lines right here are softening, and I feel like it's all of these things and paying attention to my skin. Tomorrow night I'll probably do my Retin-A and, you know, then it's skip back and forth. But it's all about listening to your skin and just getting your best results. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions about my nighttime skincare routine, let me know in the comments down below, and we'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.